After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the Carnivore Diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the morning meeting. What is it today? Thursday. And we made it over the hump. And those of us who are still on track, doing good, we're almost to the weekend. It's good to see y'all. Glad you're here. You guys know what these meetings are meaning to me. They're huge. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And so glad to hear all of you who are getting something out of these meetings too. It's very cool. I will be starting the BBBE challenge officially tomorrow, but there's a good chance I'll be eating beef, butter, bacon, and eggs today. I'm not sure. Yesterday I had a big old shrimp cocktail, and I also had chicken thighs in the air fryer. So, I'm not going to be having that kind of stuff for a while. 80 days, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And I'm looking forward to it. I know the power of that challenge, and we should really see some progress in this big old fat face right here. If I can stick to BBBE. So we shall see. I'm hoping. Gosh, you guys, it has been 10 days since I put out a regular video. Ever since I put out that video, where's it at? I don't know if I still have it. No, I don't have the thumbnail. Oh, well. Where I asked people to unsubscribe that don't watch. It's been 10 days since I put that video out. So I'm definitely going to get back to my daily vlogging. And I might even put out a video today to talk to the folks that don't stop by the live stream. So I have a chunk of subscribers that I haven't seen in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't watch the live streams at all. And, it's just not their thing. But for those of you who are here, welcome. And if you're watching the replay, very cool. I never say this in the beginning of the stream, but it'd be cool if you hit the like button. We really don't know if it makes a difference, but why not do it? It's easy. And you burn a couple calories hitting that little button. So anyway, let's say our morning hellos. Ryan. Hey, Ryan was first yesterday too. What's up? Hello, Larry and all. One day and one choice at a time changes our future for sure, Ryan. Good to see you. Fat Pat. Everyone can take the rest of the day off and eat meat. There you go. Yeah, you guys, I got my son's car done yesterday. It started raining. I had like another half hour. I was working out there in the rain. It wasn't bad, but yeah. So I'm not doing the members live yesterday. Worked out. I actually needed that extra time to get his car squared away. So, John, I won't be able to watch much of the live today because I'm busy day at work. I thought I'd drop in and say a quick hello. So hello. Hey, John. Have a good day at work. Hey, Gidget. Good morning, all. YRZ, howdy. Good morning, B. Osborne. A lot of the same faces. I'm digging that. Good morning, Larry. Hey, Kel. Cindy, morning, Larry. Made it to the live. I do have a question. I never fast before, but really want to try it. What can I drink besides black coffee? Well, seltzer water, unflavored seltzer water, regular water. You can have tea. Cindy, if you're just, fasting for 2-3 days for weight loss, you're not worried about autophagy, then, black coffee's fine, anything with calories. But if you're fasting for autophagy, you shouldn't have any calories, like not even black coffee, so you would just drink water. But gosh, I think that's all. You could have sun tea, yeah, any kind of tea, any kind of coffee, and yeah, Kel, there you go. Maybe unsweetened tea. There you go. But good luck on that fast, Cindy. Awesome. Shell Bell, our 1 year almost carnivore. Good morning, Carnivore Quest family. Hey, Shell Bell. Christy, good morning, all. Feeling blessed and hope you are all too. Hey, Larry, what's on the menu today? We have roast pork, eggs, and spam. Awesome. I actually did a video on the channel. Gosh, it's an older one, like 3 years ago. I'd never had spam before. So I do. It was the first time I ever put spam in my mouth, and I did like a review video. Just look up Carnivore Quest spam. And the reason I never had it because my dad hated this stuff. Growing up during the Depression, and then they served it a lot in the military, and we never had it in our house. So I didn't try spam until I was 48 years old, and yeah, you have to see what I thought. Cal, time for a BBBE challenge. I may made it through in a can of sardines here and there, but not sure yet. That'd be fine, Cal. Super healthy for you, and it's not like they taste great. Oh, Gidget, struggling as I don't see the scale move. This is the time when I fail. Life gets hectic and I don't eat on time. I will think, well, the scale isn't moving right now. I might as well eat what I want, right? I resisted. Good job, Gidget. And that's so common. I go through that too. Total transparency here, you guys. This is crazy. Cassie and I last night were on the couch just chilling, talking about, different stuff. And she said she actually, yeah, actually said, denture alert. Actually, she said she was gonna sit down and record a video today. And I said, that's cool, no pressure, babe. Whatever. And I don't know how we got on the subject of me starting the BBBE challenge. Um, soon the following day or whatever, and we started talking about getting bad food. I was like, I brought it up. I'm like, gosh, we could have, one just kind of off plan meal until I start BBBE, since I'm starting that. And she started agreeing with me, and both of us looked at each other and said, what are we doing? And we stopped that real quick. And I'm very proud of us. For no reason at all, we started talking like that. And isn't that crazy? And I would have been so bummed if we were talking about getting Mexican food. If we had done that and I had to come on here in the meeting and tell you guys, I'd have been heartbroken. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, Gidget, yeah, your comment here kind of pertains to our topic today. And I'm going to bring that up real quick before I say the rest of the hellos. The role of stress in relapse. The role of stress in relapse. So chew on that for a second, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. It's kind of what Gidget was just talking about. All right, now I got to go back find the comments. Yeah. You don't see that scale move. Oh, I got to take that media down. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. You don't see the scale move, and it can get frustrating. And my scale is moving. Not quite as fast as I want it to, but it's moving. Yeah, let me pull that back up. Yeah. Yep. That's very common, Gidget. And so if these meetings are helping you, I'm very happy about that. Cool. Papa Frank signing in, but I have an eye appointment at 10:45 Central Time. So hoping everyone has a great day. I'll watch later. Keep on keeping on. All right, Papa Frank. Hope your eye appointment goes well. Carl, what's going on, Carl? Nurse Tammy, hey. Good morning, everyone. Betty, what is up? Hello, everyone. Hope everyone has a great day. Cowgirl, morning fam. tuning in while I grill some burgers for work and pull from the deep freeze to set myself up to try the BBBE challenge with y'all. Okay. Yeah, I know we got a few people that are going to try it. Chris, good morning. Cherie says, I'm between workouts and have a minute to jump on and say hi. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you all being here and doing this. This is literally an answer to prayer. Thank you. Well, have a great workout. Second workout. Getting it. Yeah, Kel is a little thing for Gidget. I totally get it. We all go through that. I think maybe a little meal prep will help. Have on hand some quick grabs like boiled eggs or purse bacon. Yeah, great strategy there. But yeah, I think that's one of the toughest things when you don't see the scale moving. You're like, why am I going through this? Why am I doing this to myself? But that mindset will change. It did for me, especially around day 60, day 90, it really becomes a lifestyle. And then as I've said here a couple times in the meeting, the key is once you get there to learn how to maintain it, So that'll be my next challenge once I get the weight off. Karen, good morning, Larry and Hall. What's up, Karen? Poncher checking in. Morning, Larry. Morning, carnivores. Superman comes out today. Let's be worthy of wearing an S, whatever we do. Yeah, I'm supposed to go see that with my son-in-law, my daughter's hubby. Maybe this weekend we're going to go. I'm not sure. Jessica, good morning, everyone. I made it through the day yesterday. I have cravings, but pushed through it. Great job, Jessica. Yeah. Did your son's car get fixed before the storms? Barely. But it felt good to get it done for him. Tell you, if you can work on your cars yourself, you save so much money. Like Cassie's new car, her 25 Honda Accord, I couldn't work on that. It's just it's one big giant computer, Shell Bell, each day you're looking better, Larry. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I woke up today feeling pretty good, My belly is still the size of the Titanic, but oh well. A fat, sarcastic Star Trek fan. Good morning, John. Hello, my meaty friends. What's up, John? Awesome to see everybody. Amber, morning, no walking this morning. Going to try this evening. Headache since last night. I might need to up my element to 2 a day. Yeah, just a little bit of adjustment, Amber. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a little break from your walks, You didn't walk yesterday either, right? Christine, good morning from Athens, Alabama. From the car listening, traveling day. All right. Be safe on the road. Gidget, I'm with you, Larry. BBBE. I kind of been doing that already. Okay. Yeah, a lot of burger patties, ground beef in a bowl. Of course, bacon. We just bought some more bacon. And I'm be eating a ton of eggs too. Eggs are so cheap. Good, Barbara. Good morning. Well, I fell off the wagon yesterday, but I'm back today. Well, you showed up, Barbara. You showed up. You let us know. What made you mess up, Barbara? Boredom? Was it stress? Or your mouth is screaming at you? Give me something. Yeah, you got this, Barbara. Good job getting back on track. Just showing up here today, Barbara, and telling us all. It's huge. Yep. Amber, I've been doing mostly BBBE, chicken, salmon here and there, but mostly beef, butter, and bacon, or bacon and butter. Christine, I'm starting Sunday on BBBE. Looking forward to it. I meal prepped a bunch of chicken and pork chops. Got to eat that first, possibly start on Saturday. Great. Yeah. Yeah, I actually bought 2 huge packs of chicken and one of them's going to go in the freezer. They were so cheap. A whole pack was $4 at a Food Line. Whole pack of thighs. Like 10, 12 thighs. But yeah, I'm ready to start. So, but yeah, if you already got that stuff cooked up, you got to finish it first, right? No doubt. Welcome back on this wagon, Barbara. Yeah, right, Nurse Tammy. Ryan, I want to do it with you guys, but my progress is going so well. I'm not changing anything at this time. Pray for y'all. Hashtag focused. Absolutely, Ryan. So what you're doing is working. You're doing the right thing by not changing it up. That's great. And for those of you who are going to try the BBBE challenge, if you can't do it, if we're like on day 4, 5, 6, you're just and you hit the wall of doom. The food's looking gross. Just promise me you guys won't pick up a cheeseburger or a tub of ice cream. Just have another kind of meat. Have some chicken, have some pork, and get off the challenge that way. But because the BBB challenge, everyone says it's simple, but it's not easy, and it's not. It's not an easy challenge. So, and I've seen that a lot where people, you know, they end up slipping, but they don't slip with chicken or pork. Like I said, it's something they really shouldn't have. So, don't want to do that. V. Osborne, I still have some chicken to eat today. We'll be starting the BBBE tomorrow. Okay, very cool. Eric, look at that trophy. Watching every day. Day 31 for me. Feeling so good. Soch content. I'm not sure what that is. Like food has loosened its grip on me, making bacon and eggs for lunch again. Yep, that's such a good way to put it. It's losing its grip on you, for sure. You learn so much about yourself. Great job, Erica. Clingy. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Clingy. Don't recognize your handle. It's your first time stopping by the morning meeting. Glad you're here. Alicia, I can tell you have lost weight and inches. Way to go, Larry. Thanks for all you do for us, like right now. Thanks, Alicia. Yeah, or Alicia. I'm not sure, Alicia. Yeah, I'm in my neck. I've lost a little bit, but a long way to go, right? Nurse Tammy, talking amongst yourselves. Yeah, okay. Carnivore chicken breast salad yesterday. I will start BBB tomorrow. Okay. Be the church. Make it to the lives. I am. What's going on? Gretchen. Hey, Gretchen. Nice to see you. Good morning, Larry and everyone. I'm excited to do the BBB eating challenge. I hope everyone gets healthy and sheds some pounds. Larry, why is it so effective? I'm going to look into this. Well, the biggest, you guys have heard me talk about it a million times here on the meeting. The biggest thing about the BBBE challenge is you learn when your body's really hungry and not your mouth. Because, like I said, you're on the challenge for a week, you get sick of the food, you don't want to eat anymore. Cassie and I ended up fasting for a couple days. I fasted for 2, she fasted for 3, and then you don't eat until that food looks good again, until a bowl of ground beef looks delicious. You just don't eat. And then once it is looking good and you start eating again, we call that getting past the wall of doom. And that's when everything changes. You really learn when your body's hungry. And from then on, it got a lot easier after that happened, after the food fatigue set in and you get past it. But just a warning, that is when most people get off, is when the food starts looking gross, so. But as far as like why it's so great for weight loss, you can talk to Dr. Barry on that, right? It's just a strict form of carnivore. I gotta find where I was at. Gretchen, maybe check out Dr. Barry. He's talked about it. Yeah, he's the one that developed the challenge. He came up with the challenge. So yeah, he's definitely got a few videos on it. There's Tammy. I love Spam, especially dipped in hot sauce. Yeah, I was pretty salty, but I enjoyed it. It was not what I expected, you know. But yeah, I've had it a couple times since I very first tried it on the channel. Ooh, Erica, sardines are wonderful, fried in butter outside. Yeah, outside because it stank. Yeah, Erica, somebody mentioned that the other day. They fried up some sardines. I don't know if it was on our group or here in the live, but I've never had them that way. I've never had them cooked. I've always just eaten them right out of the can. So definitely might give that a shot. Not during BBBE though. When I do BBBE, I like to, either do it or don't. So, canning with Nick Nack. Good morning, all. I've already got my meals prepped until Monday, but can start BBBE then. Awesome. Yeah, I've got to finish up that food, right? Okay, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. I have decided I will do BBBE till the end of the month. I have been on an elimination diet and I'm on the last 30 days. So I will tighten up for the last bit and then go into Ketovore on the first. All right, Jessica, cool. Yeah, my daughter's she's also just had a baby and she's doing BBBE. She said for a week. I'm hoping she goes a little longer, but we'll see. Papa Frank had a little bread and mayonnaise last night, an old childhood comfort food. Just a little slip, but a slip. And you told us about it, right, Papa Frank? It's one of my, it's kind of funny. I haven't heard many people ever say they like that before, but I enjoy a mayonnaise sandwich. Childhood favorite. That's crazy. I think you're probably the only other person I've heard say they like it. Kim, hey Larry, I finally made it live. I only have 20 minutes left of my lunch hour though. Sending love and support to you all. Well, thanks, Kim. Share made it. Good morning, Larry. Listening every day. Listening while I do my morning walk. Thanks for being there. Support from this group is so appreciated. You're very welcome, Sharon. Have a good walk. Christy, no spam till 48. We didn't have it much growing up, but I love it now because it's so easy. I can just open a can, take a few bites, and stop myself from eating garbage food. Yeah, great alternative to crap, right? For sure. It all starts with one thought. Wire Z. Yeah. You like what me and Cassie were talking about last night? Yeah, for sure. Natalie. Hey, Natalie. Another new face. I haven't seen you in many of the morning lives. Glad you made it. I'm on BBBE as we speak. I'm retired and not going to town for 90 days. Okay. Gotta stay away from all those restaurants, huh? Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Fat Pat, man, I was craving fast food for some odd reason. Yeah, that's how they designed that food, right? Mm. Jessica, oh man, I get so stressed out when me and my husband are fighting. I get resentful, and that's when I turn to food. I'm learning to be more forgiving, but the comfort from food is harder to resist. Yep, that's our topic today, right? Stress in any form. Uh, Nurse Tammy, yes, Christy, when I'm having cravings, I open a can of Spam. Works like a charm. Um, Chris Ward, the more stressed I am, the greater chance of me cheating. I would say that's probably true for most of us, right? Mary Thompson. So happy I made it to the live today. Good morning, Larry, and all here. Well, good morning, Mary, and we're all glad you're here. Keto in the mist. Watching every day. Scale hasn't moved this week, but energy and mood tell me I need to stay strong. Feeling good. There you go. That's the main reason, right? Caitlin, good morning. I'm a type 2 diabetic. Yeah. Okay. Well, Caitlin, that can be changed through a carnivore diet. I've had many people reverse their type 2 diabetes eating a carnivore diet. So, and personally, I know two people that legitimately did it. So you can do this. Erica, my sneakiest relapse is always when I'm on the other side of a stressful time, and then all of a sudden I go off the rails. Like I succeeded, and then boom, I trip and fall. Very common, Erica. So common. That's why it's the definition of insanity, right? Yeah. So many parallels to when I was drinking. Be sober for 3, 4, 5 days. Cassie and I'd have a great week. For whatever reason, I'd just pick up a drink, and she'd be in tears, like, "Why did you do that?" And I had no explanation for her. John, question: omelet with minced ground beef might be a good way to lift the beef boredom. Yeah, John. I mean, that is a great suggestion. But when you're sick of eggs and you're sick when it hits, and all the food just looks horrible. It's really amazing. I've never seen Cassie so disgusted with food. Me too. It's like, oh, I don't want. Ugh. But yeah, that is a great suggestion. But I promise you, when I hit the wall of doom, that wouldn't work for me. The Arnolds, day one again. I'm praying the Lord will help me stay strong and do this for the final time. Yeah, keep praying. Keep praying, the Arnolds. Keep praying. I do too. I prayed right before the stream started, for all of us. Gretchen, stress drives me straight into sabotage mode. I eat like a shark, fast and angry, then feeling the self-loathing. I'm just not bringing cheap food into the house. Yeah, that's a huge way to do it. If it's not around, you're not gonna pick it up and eat it. That's been a real challenge for me this last 20 days, is because Cassie's had stuff in the house that that I shouldn't be having. Very tempting, easy access peanut butter. And she's going to be getting back on board with me here soon. And she kind of apologized the other day, like, "Honey, I'm sorry I've had this food in the house." I'm like, I haven't touched it. It's up to me. But if you don't have it in the house, it makes it so much easier. Oh yeah, stress drives me straight into sabotage mode for sure. Ryan, I am sure others get this too, but when I am in the groove and then having something I really want, not in the good foods, it never tastes as good as I was thinking, craving. It's then frustrating. Right. I agree with that. And then when you're done, usually you guys know if I'm going to go off the rails, it's going to be fast food, and I pig out to the extreme, and then I feel horrible physically. You know, my stomach just, what was that documentary? Super Size Me. After he ate the huge double quarter pounder with cheese meal, and he's like, "I got the McTummy," the McStomach, because you just feel horrible. Nurse Tammy, what is an omelet? Got to Google that, Nurse Tammy. I can't believe you don't know what an omelet is. I don't know. You might not be in the U.S. Lori. Hey, Lori. Hello from Indiana, everyone. Oh, the Osborne says her and her husband saw, or her husband and son saw Superman on the 8th. They both thought it was really good. Wow, I had a little pre-screening, huh? Very cool. Caitlin, good morning. Started getting serious again on the 5th about living healthy, looking to lose 40 pounds. All right, Caitlin. Well, welcome to the Losers Club. A lot of us in here have failed. We're not perfect, but we're really leaning on each other. So you're in the right place. Alfie boy had a nap and overslept, but I'm here. I was wondering where you're at. Very cool. Bride's biscuit. Hey, hey, sup? Oh, excuse me. Sup, Pam? Uh-oh. I don't want to aspirate. Oh, I caught it. For those of you who don't know, ever since I have my dentures, I'll aspirate liquid or my own spit. I avoided it. Thank goodness. Anyway, Bride's biscuit. Sup, fam? What's going on? Shell Bell. I had a craving for a grilled cheese sandwich, so I chose to make Luna's carnivore bread. And since I haven't had any cheese in 2 weeks thus far, I made with chicken egg drop soup. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I haven't tried Courtney's carnivore bread. We got her cookbook. I haven't tried it though. Mm. Coffee boy, I had some ground beef, butter, and eggs for breakfast today. So delicious. My body thanked me compared to that almond flour yesterday, right? Great job, Alfie. Mia's girls, good morning. Smiling for you made it. What's up? I was reading the label on a food item and that old school song by Chaka Khan, What You Gonna Do For Me, came on, and I thought that's exactly how I should be thinking about everything I put in my mouth. Got your own little theme song, huh? Right? Uh, Papa Frank got 2 6 packs of Sam's frozen sirloin patties. Patties. Had 2 last night with 3 fried eggs on top before my little slip. Yeah, with the mayo and the bread. I need to get some frozen patties because they're so easy. They're so easy when the hunger strikes and I need to get some for sure. Right now, I got 3 pounds of ground beef in there, but I got to form the patties, and I don't know. I might just cook it up and have it in a bowl, the ground beef in a bowl. Yeah, the next week's gonna suck. So let me be honest with you guys. Next week is gonna suck. I never have a good time on the BBBE challenge, but every time I sit down to eat, I'm gonna look at this delicious food and just be thankful for it. So many people in the world don't have food, and that's gonna be my mentality every time I sit down. I'm gonna really focus on my gratitudes. Hey Terry P, what's going on? Wendy O made a pizza, delicious sausage crust, provolone cheese, pepperoni, oregano. Not for everybody though. Splurge, yeah, Wendy O. Yeah, we made a few carnivore pizzas when we were doing awesome and feeling great. Never had a problem with them. Cassie'd always overdo the cheese though. She'd just pile on that cheese. You guys know. Caitlin, totally understand being a sugar and carb addict. Been fighting with it since age 12. Yep. Yeah, in yesterday's meeting we were talking a lot about a lot of us had problems when we were children, and being made fun of because of your weight or Barbara, I had a strong craving for something sweet yesterday. Fought it for hours, but then gave in. I was on the road for hours, no excuses, just gave in. Well, like I told you, Barbara, you showed up today, and that's awesome. And I've heard Dr. Jason Fung talk about this, to where if you're doing great, you're eating, you're in ketosis, and you have something like you did, Barbara, but you get right back on, it's just a little blip. It won't take you forever to get back into ketosis. So something to think about, because a lot of times that, I'm out of ketosis, it's going to take me another 5-6 days to get back there. Might as well have something else, that can really prolong, your mess up, and then it spirals out of control. I'm talking from experience here. The other perfect carnivores on YouTube, they wouldn't know, but I do. And Cassie, we all know, right? Most of us. Terry P just finished the sardine and egg challenge. I'm ready for meat now. Oh, I bet. How long did you do that for, Terry? Question. Beef, butter, eggs, fish challenge might be a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. If you wanted to do that, sure. So that would be instead of pork. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you got fatty fish like salmon, you know, because that's the point of the bacon, is to get fat in your diet. Bride's biscuit. I'd like to try the challenge, but I can't afford beef except for ground beef. I can only eat it as burgers, or I get aversion. Yeah, I hear you. Well, eggs work. You can live off eggs. I don't suggest it, but yeah, ground beef, then some eggs. Bacon is expensive. There's no doubt about that. That's one thing I haven't seen drop in price. Hey, lady, Fritzator, what's up? Hey, y'all. Keep on the straight path. Remember your why, especially the painful, sad parts. You don't want that. Humans seem to need a kick in the pants sometimes. There you go. Ryan, great approach on the wall of doom. Um, Melissa, good morning. Better late than never. You're right on time, Melissa. We got people funneling in and out. People stop by just for a few minutes, get what they need, and then get on with their day. It's a powerful thing knowing you're not alone. You know, I'm in the meeting the whole hour, but a lot of people just stop by for a few minutes, and that's totally cool. You come in, get what you need, say hi to everybody, and then get on with your day. Or if you hang out a little longer, that's cool too. Nurse Tammy, Larry, are you gonna do vlogs during the BBB challenge with us weighing in again? Oh, you mean like like a total weight loss challenge for the channel? I mean, maybe. What do you think, Nurse Tammy? The problem with doing that, maybe the last 30 days of it, but the problem with doing, one time Cassie and I did a 90-day weight loss challenge. What was that? Was that our first holiday challenge? And it was just too long. People lost interest, and you know what I mean? By the end of it, a lot of people had forgotten about it. It was crazy. It was just too long. So maybe that last 30 days, we could do like a 30-day challenge, or somewhere in the 80-day period. Maybe in the beginning of August we could do a 30-day, where everybody reports their weight, and at the end we all weigh in together. Yeah, I'll definitely consider that, Nurse Tammy. Cassie and I always had a blast. And for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna toot our horn. Our community, since we started the channel, has lost over 22,000 pounds during our weight loss challenges. That's quite a bit of weight. And we always have a good time. Yeah, Larry. Brutal. My brother-in-law, Steve, his wife Tina, um, who is just such a sweetheart, sister in Christ. She loves when I say brutal. She told me I should put that on the shirt. Yeah, so there you got to put that on a shirt. She's like a very proper southern lady, and she's so sweet. But oh, she cracks up when I say brutal. We'd be like in the family poker game, I'd be like brutal. It's just something I've always said. Uh, Shellbell, when I hit the wall of doom or even a stall, I fast or choose a challenge to do for a few days. Eggs, sardines, etc. Definitely jumpstarts the taste buds. That's actually a great idea, Shellbell. Yeah, you get some food aversion, and that's really, really good advice there. And it's working for you, girl. Hey, you're a carnivore. Bam. uh, Lady Potato, that very brief pleasure of indulging also brings pain, guilt, remorse, regret, and loss of self respect, not just return of symptoms. I know, now I remember that consequence when considering indulgence. Yeah, that's being self aware, and that's huge. Janice, hey Larry, it's hard for me to get a good piece of steak and to cook it. What is a good piece of steak that doesn't become tough? When I was order a ribeye at a restaurant, I get it medium. Hmm. Well, I mean, my favorite is a ribeye as far as tenderness. Filet mignon, super tender, but it's very expensive. Janice. Um, I don't know if you've ever heard of what's that called? A Denver steak. There's another name for it, but if you look up a Denver steak, not all grocery stores will have them, but they're pretty tender. You guys got any other tender cuts of beef for Janice? Yeah. Yeah, I hate when I. That's why I won't buy meat from or beef from Food Line anymore. The last two times I spent good money on ribeyes there, the meat was so tough. I was like, this is ridiculous, and it wasn't cheap. You know what I mean? It's not like it was on sale for $5.99 a pound. So it could be that, Janice, where you're actually getting your meat from. Hey, Jen. Good morning, Larry and friends. Glad you stopped by, Jen. Oh yeah, same one. My bad. Stormy, hey Stormy, glad you stopped by. Larry, I can't believe how much of a difference I see in your face already. I'm really feeling a difference already too. The inflammation is leaving my body. It's awesome and a good reminder. Well, thanks, Stormy. I'm glad you're feeling good. Glad you're on track. That's awesome. You've been with us a long time. Gidget, my dad is watching for the first time. Bob will be 87 July 23rd doing carnivore. Hey, awesome. Bob, you got this. 87 years old on July 23rd. That's about, my dad was born in 1933. Yeah, so he'd be right around there. That's great, Gidget. I'm glad to hear that. Go, Bob. Come on, Bob. We got it. We got this. Roots, rocks, and feathers. Hey, have never had spam. I did start a club called Spam. Square pegs and misfits, though. I'm 90% BBB all the time. Yeah, and that's why you're successful. Yep. Stormy Weather is right. Your face already showing you've turned it around. I'm on the right track, right? I'm not. I mean, you guys know I'm not out eating fast food. When I'm off the rails, you guys know I put it on quick, and I don't get any. I get no results. You guys know that. North Dakota Carnivore made it finally. Good morning. Hey, man. Let's see. Ryan, I do get stressed when the scale isn't moving and would send me into off limit foods for days. I'm able to catch myself now and move forward regardless of the bad choice I made. Grace with self. Yep. Very common with all of us. Have you tried smoked meats when you get to that point? I have not. I'm assuming when you're talking about the Wall of Doom, right? North Dakota Carnivore? No, I haven't. It's one thing we have not dabbled in is a lot of smoked meat. Share walking is my stress reliever. Yeah. You're out there walking right now, aren't you? AP, haven't seen you in quite a while. Good you're here. Hi Larry from Alberta, Canada. I'm completely back on track. I eat a lot of pork steak because of the high price of beef up here. I hope I'll get the same benefits as all beef eaters. Yeah, when I first had success on the carnivore diet and I lost, over 100 pounds AP, I ate a ton of pork steak. Yeah, it's fatty, delicious, and I felt good. I didn't feel any different. So great. Uh, Healthy boy, I just did a test during my nap. I recorded audio without my CPAP mask on. My snoring is way better now. Before it was awful, but now I can actually hear myself breathing clearly. Thank God. Oh, that is really good. Healthy boy, I can't wait to get rid of my CPAP. Nicole, removing things are only half the solution. Be sure to replace with something that is good. Put off, and then put on, or else we will go backwards. Okay. Roots and rocks and feathers. My husband quit buying peanut butter, eats really close to carnivore, but he takes script drugs for heart, kidneys, blood pressure that make him bloated. Can't lose it. He gets discouraged. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I should probably be on my blood pressure medicine right now, the weight I'm at right now. I know, through experience, but I also know, you know, 45 days of carnivore and then my blood pressure goes down to normal. So that's tough though, rich rocks and feathers. Roots, rocks, and feathers. Cassie knows your real name. I can never remember it. I get mixed up. Tell me what your first name is, because it's bugging me. Because she'd be like, "Oh, hey," Yeah. Anyway, um, Mary, for a bit over a month now, I've started exercising every other day since being rather stagnant for 2 years. Carnivore for 26 months now. I find exercising greatly relieves my stress. Well, that's great, Mary. 26 months. That's longer than I ever went on it. I was about 2 years. So, yeah, 24 months. Caitlin. Promise wasn't trying to spam. My phone was being a butt and not letting me type everything at once. No, you're fine. You spam all you want, Caitlin. I booted somebody out of here yesterday. They were a true troll and got them out of here. Hey, Patricia. Today I'm back on the wagon. The food noise has been very rough, so easy to give in, especially when that scale is not moving. Thank you again, Larry, for these lives. Well, you're very welcome, Patricia. And a lot of folks had struggles, over the holiday weekend. So you're not alone with, I've heard a lot of this is my day one over the past 3 days. I've heard that a lot. We all have. So glad you recommitted. That's great. Um, Melissa, I lowered my A1C by zero point 0.4. Yeah. and I went for a walk around the neighborhood this morning. Great job, Melissa. That's something I've been lacking on is my exercise because, and it's not just an excuse, you guys. It's been hot and humid, and when it's been this hot and humid, I have trouble breathing when it's this hot and humid. So, but like when I changed little Larry's alternator yesterday, my gosh, I mean, I was just pouring sweat. It's out there for a couple hours, and I might as well have been in a sauna. I mean, it looked like I was in a shower. I took a shower when I came in the house. So I mean, that's exercise, right? And I was down on my knees, and yeah, it wasn't fun. So I'll consider that a little exercise. uh, let's see here. I'm sorry, I lost my place, guys. Um, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that name. How about just Ayatada? Last few days I missed the live broadcast. I watched the rerun, but it's not the same when you want to see the people actively participating in the carnivore lifestyle along with me. Well, you made it today, and that's very cool. I appreciate checking out you called it a rerun. That's pretty cool. That's cute. Hmm. I haven't heard that term in a long time. Reruns, right? uh, inspired by inspired by Grace motivations. Yay! I finally made it live. Well, it's actually live. God bless y'all. Very cool. All right. I was expecting to catch this. I sat down, had my first little snack. Not the best, but a few pepperonis, cheese, and pork skins. Laugh out loud. I've been trying to eat once a day, but wanted a snack today. Yeah. Everything you had was a lot better than Pringles potato chips, right? Not bad at all. Matt James. Hey, Matt. Glad you stopped by. I don't know if you're still in here. Keep up the great work, Larry. Thanks, man. Let me catch up a little bit here. Christy, love seeing you all today. Heading to work. Have an awesome carnivore day. You too, Christy. I'll buy that shirt. Brutal. We actually haven't made any new shirts. I guess because I fell off, I gained 1,000 pounds. You know, uh, we really, we never made a lot of money off our merchandise anyway. It was just cool. People could, buy a shirt with Carnivore Quest on it or whatever. Um, but since I'm back into fighting for my life mode, it's my focus is like on these lives, and yeah, you guys know our content has changed. I'd like to get back to um, educational and inspirational content, but I got to get there first, right? I would buy it brutal. Oh, you guys are funny. Brutal. Um, oh, you guys all want the brutal shirt, huh? Y'all are crazy. You guys crack me up. Um, I'm just checking to see where I'm at, guys. You guys are talking amongst yourselves, so. Lori, I'm currently doing the 75 soft challenge on day 27 and down 7.5 pounds and a few inches. It's keeping me motivated and on track. Highly recommend it. Okay, Lori. The soft challenge. Yeah, I know the 75 hard. Ooh, that's rough. My buddy Sean did it, and also Serena. Um, Serena on Instagram. I forget her last name. Gosh, some of you know her. Jen, everyone always check your measurements. It will help you keep motivated. Yeah, Cassie was actually looking for our measurement tape the other day. She said the same thing because I guess told you that day I got up and I looked down on my belly and it's like, man, this thing isn't shrinking at all. But the one thing is, which I love, when you're not doing the right things, you're eating a bunch of crap. My intestines feel like they're full of paste. You always got that bloated feeling. And that's a great thing. That's I love about carnivore and being on carnivore and doing good. Is that feeling's gone. I know I literally feel when I'm doing bad, I don't want to be gross, but like someone stuck a pipe up my butt and just pumped me up full of Play-Doh. It's just a horrible feeling. I'm filled full of Play-Doh. My intestines and my stomach. Some use a spiked hammer on tough meat to make it more tender. Yeah. Yeah. Cassie does that with chicken breast. Also cook meat low and slow. Larry and Cassie's cast iron beef recipe is perfect for chuck roast or any meat similar to chuck. Yeah, you can use that for pork butt or we've done ribeyes that way. Yeah, it comes out really good. Braised ribeyes. Shay Wolf, hey, good to see you. We've been eating New York steaks from Walmart lately and been pretty tender. Yeah, I was just talking to Cassie about that too. Because she was over by Walmart yesterday, and I'm like, "You gonna head in there and maybe get a few steaks? Because they have, I've never had a problem with Walmart's ribeyes or their New York strips. They're always pretty good." Um, North Dakota Carnivore, yes. When you hit that wall, you should try smoked meatloaf. Absolutely amazing. Okay, to talk to Cassie about that. She's got to give me permission to use her smoker. She's the barbecue master. Uh, my son struggled for a couple years, stuck at the same weight. Tried the fasting diet, is losing again, over 20 pounds. Do we need to open our minds to alternative methods? Sugar fasting? No. We'll just say no. To each his own. You want to go do that? Have at it. Not me. That would not work for me, my friend. Watching every day. JJ, what's up? Thank you for the morning chats. It really helps me stick to this way of eating. I'm down 40 and I have 30 to go. You're over halfway there. Awesome. Love carnivore. Very cool. Bride's Biscuit. Carnivore got me off CPAP, GERD meds, mental health meds, and most of my blood pressure meds. Well, that's 4 victories right there, right? Very cool. Gidget. Larry, please be careful with blood pressure meds. My mother felt great and went off her meds without talking to her doctor and checking her pressure 5 strokes after. Okay. Yeah. Well, if I didn't drop my weight, I would definitely be into the doctor to get some Gidget for sure. Penny, my second day here. You're all very encouraging. I'm going to do Ketovore as you suggested yesterday. Thank you. Well, Penny, we're all here for you. Yeah. And very cool. Ketovore, you're going to feel great. Ketovore is a little easier to stick to for some people. And one ingredient foods, that's, asparagus. That is a one ingredient food and it's healthy for you. So you enjoy. You don't listen to these people that say you should never eat a vegetable. The dogmatic idiots. And there are a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them on YouTube. Can't have a vegetable. That's insane. Talking to you, Dr. Chafee. Nah, I used to give Dr. Chafee crap about that when we did our lives together. Oh, excuse me. Aspiration. Dang. Brutal. Okay. That's so embarrassing. Matt, why aren't we asking why so many of us fail and have to restart over and over and over again? We're food addicts. That's the whole point, Matt. MAP. Um, hey, speak the truth. I just joined the gym because it's brutally hot here in Texas. Well, good for you. Speak the truth. Yeah, this is me too, Papa Frank, right here. I do great during the day, and all my slips are done late in the evening. Maybe I just need to go to bed earlier. That's a great strategy. I've done that before. And yeah, it's relaxed time. You're busy through the day. It's much easier. But at night, it's really weird. I'm right there with you. Jessica, I've been learning to replace downtime with stretching and walking. For the first time in a long time, my legs are tanning. I usually burn when I get any sun, but I'm tolerating the heat better too. Well, that's great, Jessica. Very cool. Hey, rerun. Yeah, man. What was that show called? Oh, I used to watch it all the time with my sister. Oh, can't believe I'm blanking on that show. If I sit here and think about it, I won't continue with the stream. Oh, I know it's not Good Times. That was one of my favorite shows. Or the Jeffersons. It's not. What was that show? I can picture them all. Rob. Why do we think we failed? Not the diet failed us. Because I know how good I feel on the carnivore diet. MAP. Why are you in here trying to push the sugar diet? I don't get your motivation here. If it's working for you, that's great. Did you see the title on this? This is Sugar and Carb Addiction. And you're in here trying to get us to do the sugar diet. I was like, really? Yeah, we got a troll in the chat. He's being nice. Okay. Alfie, who would that be? I'll design it. You mean the shirt, Becky? That's sweet. Thanks. uh, um, oh, my baby girl. She's at the Honda dealership getting her first oil change. I don't think it's a diet. It's the individual. We've been hardwired to food addiction. Hi, honey. um. Oh, you're at Costco now to pick up some shabu shabu. Very cool. Awesome. Well, guys, we are at. I'm going to see if we have any. Oh, Cocoa Bear, what is up? I fell hard. I'm back on it today. Very thankful for these morning lives. I'm bloated, in pain, and miserable. Addiction hurts, and this will go away with carnivore. Yay. Great attitude, Cocoa Bear. And I'm glad I got to see you before the stream ended. That name always makes me smile, Cocoa Bear. uh, I'll go with Chaffee and his body composition, right? I used to give Dr. Chaffee, I used to rib him about the vegetable thing. All right, guys. Well, that it is it for today. We went an hour and 5 minutes, and I really hope this meeting helped all of you out. Um, yeah, I'm a BBBE challenge for me starts officially tomorrow. So if you guys are going to do it with me, or whenever you can get to it, it's all good. But when I get my first vlog out at 6:30 p.m., whatever day that comes out, the vlogs will continue every day from then. And we'll be doing these morning meetings every weekday. Okay, 11:30 a.m. Tomorrow after the morning meeting, we'll be doing our members meeting right afterwards. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, you guys, have a great day. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating.